Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your farm-to-table Bible study. Come on in, sit down. It's fresh and delicious. Well, we just picked it and washed it, and it's ready to go. So today we're in Psalm 18. This has been fresh and delicious, hasn't it? Psalm 18, just so wonderful. Today we're looking at verses 33 and 34. That's how fresh and delicious this Bible study will be today. Let me read those for you from my translation. He has set my feet like hinds' feet. He has caused me to stand upon high places. He teaches my hands for battle, so that my arms press down a bow of bronze. Hinds' feet. It's a great book that was written by that title. Hinds' feet on high places. I don't know if you remember that another generation ago. And the idea is the feet of a mountain goat. Have you ever seen a mountain goat stand on, 2 inches of shelf, 700 feet up or whatever, I don't know, some ridiculous height. And he's just standing there, and maybe there's this little tuft of grass, some yummy dessert that he wanted to get to, and he climbs up there, and he's standing there eating. And he looks like he hasn't a care in the world. Well, that's the idea. Setting my feet like hinds' feet is that even though I'm on the smallest of precipice, I'm not going to fall because my feet have been so made, so ordered, so set, so kept by the hand of God that it's not going to go anywhere. You see, that's the idea here. He's done that for me. Providentially, God has set my feet, caused them, so that, like hinds' feet, they're unmovable on those very carefully crafted small precipices of the mountainside. And everything else can be straight up and down, but that mountain goat just stands right there. It's just that's solid, that's sure. He causes me to stand upon high places. Well, goes right with the hinds' feet, doesn't it? He's right there on that ledge, looking around, chewing on that yummy grass that he's found sticking out of the rock. And who's a rock except our God? So he teaches my hands for battle, so that my arms press down a bow of bronze. Like the hinds' feet, which are set on high places, so my hands are taught for battle, to press down a bow of bronze. You see, all of this is the work of God. He's doing this. Who is a God except the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? So he girds me for valor. He sets my feet like hinds' feet, and I stand on those high places. And he teaches my hands for battle. So let's bring it down to the reality of everyday life now for David. David has to make his living by keeping himself from Saul. And so there's all this hiding. There's all this warring that he does. He's fighting the Philistines. He's fighting the Amalekites. He's fighting all of these folks, the Zuphites, and they've come against him, or Ziphites. He's in battle constantly with these folks. He's hiding from Saul. Who's keeping him during all of that? Is it possible that he could hide himself? No, absolutely not. It's not possible. So that I can bend down a bow of bronze. So this unusual strength, this unusual ability, this knowledge and technical skill, all of that, where does it come from? It comes from the providential hand of God for David. David is extolling him. He's remembering what God has done for him in his lifetime. God has made a way for him. Now, we talked about the feet, the hinds' feet, and before we have to close today, let me just remind you that as God sets David's feet like hinds' feet, remember what he does to the wicked. He doesn't set their feet firmly. No, he places them in slippery places. I was walking the other day, just taking my daily walk, and I had to step down into a gutter. And in this gutter, some water had been running during the summertime, and it had gotten mossy in there and kind of, green, and it was slick. And I took a step, and my left foot just went zing right out from under me. And my right foot, luckily enough, I was planted firm enough with my right foot to keep myself from going down because I was contorting all over the place trying to stand upright. That's what happens with the wicked. They're set in slippery places, but the blessed man, his feet are like hinds' feet. Consider that today and all the providential ways God has blessed you. And I'll see you tomorrow on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.